Today is Wednesday, September 4th. Hey everybody, this is Jared. Starting today, I'm gonna start making these kind of bulk recordings and releasing them as one video. Because yesterday not a lot happened that was not just work stuff. And my rule is not to film at work. But at the same time, I just don't want this to be something where I just talk about work. So whatever I had yesterday, I decided I wasn't going to put it out. Starting today, I'm going to record Wednesday, so today, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday as one large video. And then also Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday will be their own separate video. Just to try it out. Good morning. It is now Thursday. I didn't film anything yesterday after the initial introduction, which is why I'm probably going to just favor doing these in bulk. It's early. It's Thursday, September 5th. It's early in the morning. It is like 7:20. I am on my way to the DPS so I can be first in line at the DMV. Because I need to get my driver's license renewed. It is not expired. It does expire in about a month. But where Amanda and I are going on our honeymoon requires a plane ride. And we figured it would just be easier at the TSA if I kind of looked like my driver's license. 5 years ago when I got my license, had a different look. My hair wasn't long. My haircut was famously very short, and my job at that time, they didn't allow full beard, so I was rocking the goat. Well, that has changed. My hair is obviously longer, and I'm quite bearded now. So I'm going to get an updated picture. Now, the thing is, 5 years ago, it was 2019, pre-pandemic, so when I got my license renewed, the ability to schedule your appointment was kind of a new thing at the DMV. But in the 5 years since, and I believe the pandemic has something to do with this, in the 5 years since, that is pretty much the way everyone does it. And as far as making an appointment, they are pretty booked out. So I'm driving there, so I can try to be first in line, so when they open, they can just work me in real fast, hopefully. It is 7:22. I'm about 20 minutes out from the DPS office, and they open at 8. So hopefully I can be first in line. My plan is as soon as I get there just to go wait at the door. Well, apparently now it's just appointment only and nothing else. So that kind of bugs me. It seemed like all the years before I had to, when I had to get my driver's license on a yearly basis before it became the 5-year one, the line went so fast, just everyone waiting in line. I don't understand. I hate the future. Alright, so that couldn't be helped. The driver's license couldn't be helped. I'll just have to wait for an appointment. It'll be okay. Now I am, oh, please don't hit me, old lady driving on the road. There you go. Now I am driving to Lowe's. I'm going to pick up a water hose for our front yard. Not like we have a garden or anything going, but kind of like the future side, and one less thing we have to worry about when that time comes. So that looks like a Scooby-Doo villain. I totally have that Batman and that pirate ship will be decorated for Halloween though. Back home now. Occasionally I'll stop and I'll get Amanda some flowers. And usually when she's out of town, I'll do it too. I'm sure she expects it by now, just to come home to a bouquet of flowers. But I still do it anyway because I love her. I'm about to lose little guy there, it looks like. Give him a couple days, see what happens. I hope she likes those. She likes flowers. Hey, Gretchy. We got some sort of rain clouds up above us. Doesn't particularly feel like rain. Those are some dark clouds though, just out here. Letting Gretch do her business. Sometimes you just gotta walk behind her, keep her moving. What is a puppy dog? What is a puppy dog? Ready for this? Slowly. Slow. Come on, Gretchy. Gretchy. There you go, sweet puppy. What are you scared of? Oh, the stuff on the table. So I have this mount. She's got a Ring doorbell, and I got this angle mount for it that I'm working on connecting to it. So that's my big project today. Is that angle mount. Getting it hooked up while also getting the Ring doorbell wired in. That involves turning off a breaker somewhere. Hopefully the previous owner had the breakers labeled. We're about to see what happened. If not, it'll just be a guessing game. I'll flip it, go ring the doorbell, see what happens. Make a little pupper mad while doing that. Oh, that's good water. What the heck kind of labeling is that? Like, is it that much trouble just to write down you had the shorthand everything? Oh my gosh. You know, it's just been one of those days where anything that can go wrong has gone wrong. And it sucks that it happened on a day off for me. I got a mounting bracket for the Ring doorbell put up, but I had to pretty much use trial and error for the breaker switches to wire it up, because the man who installed the breaker box didn't label them very well. You know, to all electricians out there, just for a little help from the normal man you install stuff for, plug, 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 plug aren't good labels. Thank you very much. Come on, turn that light off. So after trialing and erroring and finding the correct switcher to kill the power that I can install a Ring doorbell, got the wedge mount, the angle bracket on, the Ring doorbell on, then realized I didn't charge the bad boy. So I pulled it off to charge it. While it's charging, I'm doing laundry. Power goes out. I'm like, okay, well, I didn't think it was going to storm today. Let me go outside. And neighbor across the street, their garage door opens. Like, okay, so not everyone's power's out, it's just ours. So look, the main breaker switch, I'm like, okay, that's a bit concerning. I flip it back on, power all comes back on. About 30 minutes later, it happens again, and now the main breaker switch ain't holding. It flipped again, and now it's out. I'm like, what the heck? So now I'm having a panic attack. And Amanda's having to talk me down on the phone. She's not here right now. So calm down. We're going to have, it's back on now. We flipped it, it got flipped enough, and eventually it held. So everything's back on now. I'm only running things I essentially need just to see. The only lights on are the living room light and the kitchen light, because I'm about to do some dishes. tomorrow an electrician's going to come here, probably replace the main breaker switch. Hopefully, hopefully it doesn't cost an arm and a leg, but maybe it'll cost at least just an arm, and we'll be all right. It is now Friday. I forgot what day it was. It is Friday, September 6, 2024. I'm on my lunch break, so I'm not breaking my rule of doing it on the clock while at work. I am actually on my lunch break in my car. Excuse me. We had some electrical problems at the house yesterday, which kind of freaking me out because the main breaker had tripped. My mother-in-law was there today for the electrician because I couldn't get away, and she works really close to the house. It turns out it was just I was prepared for the worst. It turns out it was just a loose wire behind the main breaker switch. So just tighten that wire up and be on his way. $30. We good to go. Frustrating that is the case, and that whoever installed that breaker box to begin with didn't act in due diligence. I also don't know if that's something that just happens over time or not. Yeah, quite annoying, but a little panic, but crisis averted, I guess, if you will. Well, I'm off work now, and I went to my parents' house. They live real close to where I currently work. Put up a couple things that I'd left there out of the way, so they're not taking up space. They're hidden away and stacked neatly and out of the way, all nice, like under beds and whatnot. I smashed my hand real bad at work. Now, when I say smashed my hand, I don't mean I got caught in between something and something else. I mean, I hit really hard when a box broke. So I work in the meat department. Meat boxes are typically very heavy, and time to time the handle breaks. When I was unloading a pallet. I was going to lift something and put it on the stock shelf, the metal aluminum racks, and I hoisted it up, and the handle broke, and the momentum, the force I was using to lift the box was suddenly in motion, and my hand flung full speed into the aluminum rack. Now I say aluminum, it just happens to be what they make foil out of, but these are not foil. This is straight up solid metal, and my hand went flinging into it full speed, and it hurt like the dickens. Good grief. I can move my hand. It's not broken. It's starting to swell up now, but I don't believe it's broken because my fingers, so on top of the impact point hurting real bad for a long time and still kind of in pain. I can feel the knot it left inside my skin. At the same time, it was also hurting my middle finger, my index finger, and my thumb. And I thought for a minute that maybe I had broken it. It's going to leave a real nasty bruise. As soon as I get back to the house, I'm going to put some ice on it. Or something frozen is going to go on top of it. Probably just some ice. Now that it stopped hurting, I'm less concerned with it, but still concerned that I'm going to keep an eye on that. It is September 7th, 2024. Just about at work. Amanda comes home today. God, I've missed her so much. I can't wait to see her. I do have to work my normal shift today. And it's really going to be a race, not a race. Well, I might beat her home, she might beat me home. It's going to be, we'll see who arrives first, I suppose. I think her plane takes off at 11, flying back to Dallas, and she's got to drive back home from Dallas. So I think she's going to beat me home first, but they're going to be close. So I was reading today that there's about to be a change in the CEO at the Whataburger Corporation. And, you know, a few years ago, I think it was longer than that now, it feels like 5-6 years ago, good grief, time flies. when that company in Chicago bought Whataburger, a lot of people were losing their minds. And I was like, well, it's still going to taste like Whataburger. And a lot of people are saying now, oh, it's gone downhill. It doesn't taste like it did 10 years ago. I mean, look, people can say that if they want. My taste buds are not refined enough that I can remember, that I can tell the difference, or rather, between a Whataburger I had a month ago and a Whataburger I had 10 years ago. I can't sit here and tell you the little subtle differences between the two burgers across that length of time. So it always tasted the same to me. But what does concern me this time is that the CEO coming into Whataburger is the former CEO at Starbucks and McDonald's. Because we all know what happened to McDonald's. So that does actually bring some concern. I don't eat Whataburger a whole lot. It is very much a guilty pleasure, as are all fast food burgers, but Whataburger especially. I would hate to see Whataburger go the way of McDonald's, where they slowly make their burgers smaller over time, like McDonald's did. And they'll say they didn't, but I remember my eyes, and a Whopper used to be bigger than it is now. I would just hate to see that happen to Whataburger. I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into that. And I never really liked coffee to begin with, so I never really liked Starbucks. I think the only things I've ever ordered from Starbucks over all the years of Starbucks existing is an orange juice and a green tea. I think that's the only thing I've ever bought from Starbucks. I've never been a coffee drinker. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Ooh. Got the burpees today. I have developed a taste for kind of sweeter coffee, dating and being in a relationship with Amanda. But we don't do Starbucks. We do 7 Brew. Starbucks kind of gives off, and I feel like it's always kind of giving off this uppity, better than thou feeling to it. Where 7 Brew is kind of laid back, loud music. I don't particularly like the music, but laid back, loud music, and just a cool place to be. We're already working on a 3rd one in the city we live in, so that's good. So now Amanda's back home. It's the evening time now. We went and had dinner with her parents. Went and picked up Gretchen. Now she's back home too. And now all is back to normal. We're gonna now in this start editing it, get it on YouTube ASAP, and then the next video you see will be covering, like a mad scientist with these switches, we'll be covering Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. See y'all next time.